Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Bienvenidos a mi canal. Today we're gonna be doing this Valentine's Day look right here. As you guys can see, it came out so freaking stunning, you guys. It definitely came out like I wanted to. I was really looking for that red vibe eyeshadow look, and it definitely came out like the vision I had in my mind. But yeah, I'm also gonna be talking to you guys a little bit about my engagement, because I did get engaged last year, but I'm finally talking to you guys about it. I said it's a perfect time because it's a Valentine's Day look. But before we start, don't forget to like this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe down to my channel. Hit that bell ring button so you guys can notify every time I post a video for you guys. All right, let's get started. You guys, I got this new headband that has hearts on it, you know, for my Valentine's Day makeup look. So I already prepped my skin, you guys. I did my eyebrows as well, so we're just moving straight to our eyes. I'm almost done with my milk concealer, you guys. It is so freaking good. I'm gonna go ahead and just tap that in all over my eye. I'm gonna be using 3 palettes. I didn't have like a certain palette that had every eyeshadow that I wanted to use, so I'm gonna use 3 different ones. But if you guys have similar colors, then go ahead and use that. The first palette I'm gonna be using is a HBA Norvina palette, and it's the volume 3. We're gonna be using C3, and I'm gonna go ahead and start by putting this right here in the outer corner and then bringing it up in that crease, you guys. Really soft, gentle, circular motions. So I'm adding a little bit more and just tapping that in same place, outer corner, and also on the crease. I'm going to bring that color a little bit more closer to my eyebrow, just because it's more like a warmer brown color. We're moving on to our next eyeshadow. It's going to be in the same palette, and it's C2. I am grabbing a more pointy brush, which I forgot to tell you what brush I use. For the first one, I use more of a taper, bigger brush. And I'm going to go ahead and tap that on the outer corner and then also on the crease. But because this brush is a little bit pointier, it's only gonna focus exactly on that crease, and that's what you want. Going in with a little bit more. I hadn't done an eye look with red eyeshadows because red and pink stain my eyelids a lot. And then we want to go back with the first brush we used. This has no product, and I'm literally just blending the outer part of this color very softly and gently, just like this. So for our third eyeshadow, we are going to be using the Torres Beauty Creation palette. We're going to go in with this eyeshadow right here, which is called Horse's Girl. And then we're grabbing our same blending brush that we just had, and we're going to tap this right here on the outer part and on the crease. And I'm just blending it in circular motions. By the way, you guys, do you guys have any plans for Valentine's Day? Let me know. Me and Sylvester honestly just gonna stay home and probably just cook our favorite meal. Normally we go out to celebrate, but we have tried that multiple times and we don't really like it because it is so hectic that day. I mean, obviously it's Valentine's Day, so we try to stay home. So we're gonna go back with the 2 first colors that we use, which is from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina collection in volume 3. A little bit of these eyeshadows goes a long way, you guys. And I'm just gonna go back on this outer part and just blend it out. We just want to make sure those 2 colors do not fade away, just because we did put that darker red on the outer part, so we want to make sure they stay there. Next, we are actually gonna be using a concealer to do like a soft cut crease. You want to start by tapping this on the very front of your eyelid and just follow your crease. I am not grabbing a lot of concealer because I want to keep this as a soft crease, not like a dramatic crease. You want to make sure you are using a flat brush to cut the crease, just because it gives you more control. Once we have that, we're going to grab a brush and we're just going to blend that darker red and that concealer together. We do not want any harsh lines. So next we're going to be using this eyeshadow right here, which is called Barcelona. We want to make sure we tap in the concealer before we go in to make sure we don't have any harsh lines of concealer. I'm going to go ahead and go back and blend those two colors. Make sure there's no hard lines. We are actually going to go back and use the darkest red that we use, which is this one called Horses Girl. I want to add a little bit more of this color on that outer part and on that crease. I'm going to go back with the first brush I used. This has only the product that is left from the brush. You just want to make sure we are blending this really good. I feel like it's giving me more like fuchsia vibes, so I'm gonna go in with another color. I'm gonna go in with this tropical dough color. I'm gonna go in with this color, which is called Lava. I'm gonna concentrate this right here on the outer part and on that crease. Okay, yeah, definitely brought the color that I wanted to bring. And then I'm gonna grab a blending brush. I made sure it had no like eyeshadow on it, and I'm just blending the outer part, you guys. So I'm grabbing a Neutrogena cleaning wipe, and we just want to clean the lower part before we go in with our base. So we're moving on to our base, you guys, which I had already mentioned to you guys. I already prepped my skin, and I'm gonna go in with my Revlon Prime Plus Brightening and Skin Tone Evening. The more hydrated my skin, the better, you guys. So for foundation, I'm going to be using one of my favorite ones that I love to use when I go out on those like important dates, because one, it was an expensive foundation, so I only use it in special occasions. I'm going to be using the Armani Luminous Silk foundation. It is so worth the money, you guys. So worth it. You guys will be proud of me because I've been really constant in cleaning my brushes. Not that I actually started doing makeup for like clients, which I'm really excited on this new journey that I am doing, because normally I just did makeup for myself, but it's like an actual career that I want. I had told you guys I had already taken classes. I have my certificate now, so I'm so excited to actually start doing makeup. So if you guys are in the LA based area, contact me, because I am now taking clients. You guys can go to my Instagram and, you know, check out all my makeup and DM me, because I am available. I actually started taking clients back in Kentucky before I moved to LA. It was going pretty well. I was very young still, which I still am, but I mean, like, I was 18, 19 and taking clients. My parents were very supportive until this day. They still are. But then I decided to move, and I really never built up like my clientele. Now I'm in a whole different city, and I say, you know what, I'm just gonna do it, because it's something that I always wanted to do. It's never really late to start pursuing your career you want. And of course, I'm still gonna be doing YouTube, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my concealer, which I had already told you guys I'm using the Milk Concealer. By the way, the one I use is number 2, in case you guys are wondering. By the way, guys, I feel like it's a perfect time to let you guys know that I am engaged, because it is a Valentine's Day makeup video. So I said, you know what, this is all like love vibes. So I recently got engaged last year. I've been with Sylvester actually for 9 years, which is insane. I met him when I was 18. I actually met him at work, which I never thought I would had meet my soulmate, I guess, at work, but that's just where a normal place people meet their significant other. And he decided to move to LA, so we were long distance for almost 3 years, which is crazy, because long distance is never easy, you guys, but we made it through. So next I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass setting powder, and I am gonna go ahead and just set my under eyes. I like to just tap it down on my hand, make sure all the powder that I'm putting on my under eyes is very even. It definitely helps my under eyes not feel dry, and also it does not crease on me. I'm gonna put a little bit here on my nose as well. Just tap it down. If you guys have never used a powder puff, You guys are missing out. Buy yourself a powder puff and girl, you're never gonna go back, trust me. So next we're moving on to our contour. I'm gonna be using the Kat Von D shade Plus Light. I decided to move like on our second year in like 11 months. One, because I was 21 and I was like, why not? You know, if it doesn't work out, I can always come back. Been one of the hardest but best decisions, I guess you can say. I really do love my life here in LA. We are moving on to our blush. I'm using the Milan 02 Floral Fantasy. I'm gonna be using actually all three of them. So let me just go to the point. So last year we decided to go on a trip to Florida, to Orlando actually. All my family, like my sisters, my parents, my brothers-in-law, and that's where Sylvester proposed. It was definitely something I did not saw it coming, because we were gonna do like a family photo shoot, and that's where he decided to propose, which was actually a cute, beautiful moment, because he did it in front of my parents and my siblings, my nieces, well, my niece at that time, because I only had one. It was such a special moment, and yes, I did cry, in case you guys are wondering. But if you guys just got engaged, let me know in the comment down below, how did he propose, or if he did in front of your family or not. Next, I'm gonna grab my hourglass, and I want to make sure like I cut that contour. So while we wait for that to bake, I am gonna contour my nose really quick. So I like to use this BH Cosmetic palette. When I contour my nose, I like to put a little bit of that brown color up here, and then just bring it down. And if you guys are wondering where we're gonna have the wedding, I really have no idea. I would love to do it in Mexico. I have most of my family there, but at the same time, I don't know where he will like it, because his family is here in the United States. So we will have to talk about it, you guys. I just really want to enjoy the moment of just being engaged, because once you're married, you're not engaged anymore. So I definitely want to just enjoy that moment. I'm gonna be using my Morphe powder. Yes, don't come at me, because I'm still gonna be using my Morphe powders, you guys. And I am actually gonna grab my beauty blender to cut my nose. So while we wait for that to set and bake, I'm gonna go back into the Kat Von D shade in Light, and I'm gonna be using the light one to brine my under eyes. If you have never used a briner to brine your under eyes, please do so, because it makes such a difference on your makeup, you guys. So while we wait for that to bake, we're gonna move on to our lashes. We're gonna be using Kiss in the style Wispies. I'm putting some lash glue on my lashes. And you guys, while that sets, I forgot to put some shimmer on my eyelids. I was like, I know I'm forgetting something, and then I was like, wait, it's the shimmer that I wanted to use. So I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette, and this one is in volume 1. Now I'm going to be using these two shimmers right here, which is B3 and C3. I'm just going to mix them together and just put them right here on that crease that we cut. That looks so pretty, you guys. Oh yeah, it needed shimmer. It needed shimmer for this look. So now we're going to remove this powder. I like to just tap it down and then just blend it in. I'm gonna grab my puff powder, the one I use for my brightening, whatever there's left on the puff powder, and I'm just gonna tap it down here. I actually want to use a different blush, which is the Milani Cheek Kiss. They have been my favorite ever since I have purchased them. For our lips, we're gonna be using 3 lipstick products. For my lip liner, I'm gonna be using Beauty Vault. Next, I'm going to go in with this lip gloss from Torres Beauty with Beauty Creations. So next, we're going to go in with a way lighter pink, and this one is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And then I'm just going to mix it in with my finger. So I'm going to go in with the highlighter. I do want something like on the inner corner of my eye. To finalize this look, we're going to use our Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, especially if you're going to be out and about for Valentine's Day. You want to make sure that makeup lasts. This is the final product right here. It came out so freaking stunning, you guys. It definitely came out like the vision I was looking for, very red vibes. It really came out gorgeous. It's actually one of my favorite Valentine's Day look I have done. I know I say that in every Valentine's Day look, but it really has. Try it out and let me know how it goes. I hope you guys enjoyed your Valentine's Day, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and also enjoyed my engagement little story I did with you guys there. But yeah, that was it for today, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.